Hey, Austin here from Currie Motors, and behind me is a 2022 Ford Bronco Base, and I'm going to tell you why this is my favorite trim level. So why is the Base Bronco my favorite Bronco? Well, for the price, you can 100% customize it and have a budget to do whatever you want with it. There are a couple drive modes, GOAT modes, as you would say, that you don't get on the Base, but that's fine because I'm not going to do anything insane off-roading here in Illinois. I do love the color of this car, by the way. It's carbonized gray, my favorite color Ford makes. One thing I love about the Base, and this is the only trim level you can do this with, is you can get the Sasquatch badging. I think that's the coolest looking badging on all of them, and that's just if you get the Base with the Sasquatch package. Now, the Sasquatch package on the Base is just under $5,000. It's an upgrade, which I think is a great upgrade because any of the other trim levels, you're already paying significantly more for that trim level, and then you're adding the Sasquatch, which adds more to the price. One thing I absolutely love, and this is the only trim level you can get this on, is the black Bronco logo. You can't get the black lettering on any other trim level unless you go ahead and purchase it, third-party aftermarket or something. Now, what we did on the front of this one is this does have that Ford factory protective film across the hood here. It does protect against rock chips and things like that. But what is great about the Bronco is that each of the panels are aluminum. So even if you get a nice rock chip across the side panel here, it is not going to rust on you. So that's really nice, especially if you're going to use this off-roading in the mountains and things like that. Now, coming around to the back, let's open this up. Now, the soft top, I love the soft top because you can take the top off easily and put it back on. So maybe I just want my top down while I'm driving and maybe it's going to rain. It's just really easy to slap back down. Now, one thing is a little difficult on the soft top is opening the rear. So let me just show you really quick with it open, and then I'll show you how you open it. Now that it's open, you can see that it's hinged here and here. This little bar, kind of like your hood, will hold it up. Now there are a lever here and a lever here that you would use to prop it open. It does give you nice head space. Me being 6'4", I can reach right into the trunk and have no problems, as you can see here. Now these seats do lay down, give you a full storage space if you needed it. Gotta lay the headrest down first. You can lay that down. Now you can see the front seat is leaned too far back for this to get down, but you can get the point where they all lay down there. Underneath of here, you do have a little water-sealed storage area, your jack, and your funnel if you do run out of gas. Now coming around the vehicle, we'll hop to the back seat here, and let me lift it back up. And you can see there is a lot of space. Now here in Illinois, we need front plate brackets, but it's up to the customer if they want them on or not. You'll see there is a ton of space here. These seats in the Base are very comfortable. Yeah, they're cloth, but they're a tougher material. It's not going to rip as easy as the old cloth seats would. This is very comfortable. I have two kids. They fit very well in the back of these. You can see the headspace, though, is great. There is a ton of headspace as well, especially in the soft top. You get about 3 inches more of headroom in the soft top than you would in the hard top, which is nice for someone who's taller. Now out here we do have a keypad here. You can put your code to get in. You could use your key to get in. You could use your Ford Pass app to unlock, lock, auto start the car from anywhere in the world. So let's take a look on the inside here. So on the inside of the vehicle, we do have a ton of technology, and it is all set up just like the other trim levels. So you're not missing a bunch. It's not going to look completely different if you go and get a Wild Track versus the Base. But there are a couple tech things that'll be different. The screen size is a little different. There isn't a handle right here that there would be, but no worries. That's something we can get for you for fairly cheap. Here at Currie Motors, you can see myself or Mario will help you out there. Now, as far as the tech, though, you still have your auto high beams and auto headlights, which is fantastic because I always forget that my high beams are still on after I leave them on. So I love that they are auto. We do have our cruise control here. You have your Ford Assistant. You have all your hands-free things here. We do have our drive modes, our GOAT modes in the Bronco, as they're called. Let's take a look at those. So we have our normal, our eco, our sport, our slippery, and our sand. Now each of these will change your traction control settings, change a little bit with the engine and everything like that. This being the 2.3 engine, I would throw it in sport. You do feel a little bit more power, which is always nice to have, especially if you're going to drive through some unfavorable conditions in the vehicle. So we can lock all these axles up here, and we do have the ability to do that 360-degree one-wheel lock turn, which is nice, just like all the other trim levels. The only thing that you can get on the Badlands, you won't get on everything else, is to be able to detach that stay bar in the front of the vehicle to lower those wheels so they're always touching the ground. Now you do have your camera hookup here, which is fantastic to have for videos like this, or any kind of off-road video. We do also have our upfitter switches, which is a nice feature to add any lights. Maybe you do wheel well lights, light bars, hood lights. Maybe you add all kinds of different things, speakers, stereos, all those things that you can hook up to these, and they're already pre-wired for your vehicle. Now coming down here to our screen, we do have the Sync 4 system. So you do have Apple CarPlay, Android CarPlay. So your phone will automatically hook to the screen as soon as you Bluetooth, which is fantastic because this is the only base model that I know of right now with Ford where you can just AirPlay your car, AirPlay your phone on the screen just by Bluetooth without having to plug it in. Now you do have your audio, your regular phone, any app compatible with the vehicle will download to here. But it is a nice feature having Sync 4 in the vehicle from base and higher. Down here, we have our regular radio controls, our air, all of those regular features there. So you do have your Ford Bronco code there. And then it shows that it was built there in Dearborn, built at the Michigan assembly plant. You have some storage here, USB plugins here, your gears. I love that all of the windows and mirrors are here in the center. Looking at the seats, I talked about it a little bit in the back there, that these are cloth. They are very comfortable. Now, if you wanted to get the leather, you have to bump up a couple trim levels. So if you really wanted leather, save some money, go with the base, add leather after the fact. That way you can customize it. You do get exact leather that you want. You could add heated seats, cooled seats, and all of that sometimes comes out cheaper than buying those upper level vehicles, which is another reason why I'm fully a big fan of the base Bronco. Now over here for the passenger, it does show Bronco across where the airbag is. You do have a lockable storage container there. You have a lockable storage container here in the center where I have some of the camera equipment right now. You have a little storage bin in the door, and there are storage bins that you can add here for the passenger. Now, as far as popping the top on this, it's very simple. You're just going to pull this down and this down, and then you would just lift and pull back. And it's very light. With one hand, you can lift, and it goes right up. Now, you want to be out of the vehicle when you're flipping it back to make sure it locks in place. But that was just to show you how light this really is and how easy it is to move back. Now, they do have different tops and different accessories you can add in here. You can have a bimini top that just is like this soft mesh that goes across here to keep some of the sun off your head, so you can keep the soft top off at all times. You could also do that with the hard top. But like I said, I like the soft top. As long as you have it hooked correctly in the back, you're not going to get a ton of road noise. You're always going to stay warm. It keeps the weather out. It's very nice, to have, and it's very convenient when you want the top off. Just flip it back. When you want it on, just flip it forward. But it does come 100% off if you wanted that. Same as the doors, they do come 100% off. You can fit all those in the back of the vehicle. There is a kit inside of here. This is the only tools that you would ever need to get in or to do any of the, work on the vehicle, taking the doors off, taking any of the accessory ready screws out, all of that stuff, all of the parts and everything are right in here. Telling you, I love the base. I think, for the price and everything, you do get a lot. It's very capable. You have a ton of technology. It's a great vehicle. And this one specifically is in a great color, but just remember, you do get that black Bronco logo in the front, and you get that really cool Sasquatch package logo right there. So this is available here at Currie Motors Ford in Frankfort. Come check it out.